Hi students, we are seeing about the sources of medieval India. Okay, we are discussing about that one. On yesterday's lesson, we have seen what are the sources. Okay, so primary sources and secondary sources we have seen. On that, we have seen the inscriptions, monuments, and coins. We have seen. Today, religious literatures. So, devotional movement in South India and later in North resulted in the development of Bhakti. Okay, that means devotional literature. Okay, the Chola period was known as the period of devotional literature, and on that period, if we see, means Kamba Ramayana, Sekilar Periya Puranam, Nalayira Divya Prabandham. These are all composed, okay, by 12 Alvas and compiled by Nadamuni, and Devaram composed by Appar, Sambandar and Sundarar and compiled the Nambi and Nambi, Manika Vasagas Tiruvasagam. All were scripted during, these all are scripted during the Chola period only. So Jayadeva's Gita Govindam was follow-up of the Bhakti movement in South India, and Kabirdas 15th century mystic poet also had an influence on the Bhakti movement in India. Next, secular literature. Madhura Vijayam and Amukta Malayata, where the poems are composed by Ganga Devi and Krishna Deva Raya respectively. Okay, it helps to gain insight into the events and individuals associated with the Vijayanagara Empire. So, Chand Bardais, Prithviraj Raso, okay, he portrays the Rajput kings, okay, Rajput kings. We have no India accounts about what happened during the Turkish invasion of India, okay. For pre-Islamic period, the only exception was Kalanga's Raja Tarangini, okay, the only exception is Kalhana's Raja Tarangini. So, books and biography and autobiographies. Minhaj us Siraj, patronized as Sultan Naziruddin Muhammad of slave dynasty, wrote Tabakati I Nasri. So the compendium deals with the period from the conquest of Muhammad Ghori to AD 1260. Okay. Hasan Nizami, a migrant from Ghazni, wrote here in 13th century. The Tajul Mazir, toward the end of the Iltutmish rule. Okay, it provides information about Qutb Din Aibak and is considered the first official history of the Delhi Sultanate. From this only we can know about the Delhi Sultanate. Ziaul Barni, a courtier, okay, of Muhammad Tughlaq, wrote Tariki Firoz Shagi, in which deals with the history of Delhi Sultanate from Ghiyasuddin Balban to the early year of the region of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay, Feristas Tariq I Firazta. In 16th century, this deals with the history of the rise of the Mughal power in India. So these are the books are available in Mughal period. And in the 16th century, Emperor Babar Nama and Abul Fazal I in Akbar and Akbar Nama provided detailed information about these two emperors. Okay, these two emperors, they have given the full details. Okay, next, travelers and travel engineers. That means that period who all are traveled the India. Okay, In Polo, a Venetian traveler, that means he is very interested in traveling. Okay, he visited the Pandyan kingdom was become the leading Tamil power in the 13th century. When the 13th century, the Pandyans were leading in Tamil kingdom. Okay, that Marco Polo was twice in Kayal, which was a port city. Okay, present we call it as Kayal. Kayal is a Thoothukudi district. Okay, it was full of ships from Arabia and China. Marco Polo tells that himself came by a ship from China. Okay, he also came to India by ship only. According to Marco Polo, thousands of horses were imported into southern India by sea from Arabia and Persia, because Indians are not known about the horse. So, they know all the animals except the horse. Okay, when they came to know about the horse, they are imported the horse. Okay, so they imported the horse from the Arabia and also from the Persia. Al-Biruni, in 11th century. Okay, accompanied, that means Muhammad of Ghazni is one of the company and stayed in India for 10 years. Okay, he stayed in India 10 years because of its wealth. Okay, so Ibu Patuda, the 14th century, an Arab born Morocco, is a Morocco scholar, traveled from Morocco right across North Africa to Egypt, and then to Central Asia and India. Okay, his travels contain rich detail about the people. Okay, it gives the full detail about the people wherever he travel. That way it gives the full detail about the people over there. According to him, Egypt was rich then because of the whole of the Indian trade with the West was through it. Okay. So Ibu Patuda tells us of caste in India and the practice of sati. So on his book, on his travel, he noticed that in India the caste system is followed, and sati, okay. So the sati also followed. Okay. So sati means when the husband dies, the wife also should go to the funeral fire. Okay, ஸோ அந்த இறுதி சடங்கில் என்ன பண்ணோன்னா, அந்த ஃபினரல் ஃபயர் மீன்ஸ் அந்த எரிப்பாங்க இல்லையா பாடியை, அந்த பாடியில் வந்துட்டு ஒய்ஃபு இறங்கிடணும், அந்த நெருப்பில் இறங்கி அவங்களும் இறந்துடணும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் சதி. ஓகே, so we learn from him that Indian merchants were carrying on a brisk trade in foreign ports and Indian ship in the seas. Okay, so Indians also did the trade. Okay, so he describes the city of Delhi is the vast and magnificent city. It is on his note he described as Delhi is the big and magnificent city. Those were the days when Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq transferred his capital from Delhi to Devangiri. That means Dauladabad. Devangiri is Dauladabad in the south, converting this city into a desert. Okay. In the south, Vijayanagara had many foreign visitors. That time Vijayanagara have lots of foreign visitors who left behind the detailed account of the state. Okay, so lots of many foreign visitors came there, so they have left lots of details about the state. Okay, an Italian named Niccolo Conti came in 1420. Abdul Razak came from Hort, that means the court of the Great Khan in Central Asia in 1443. Okay, 1443. He came to India. Abdul Domingo Paez, a Portuguese traveler, visited the city in 1522. So all of them recorded their observations, which are very useful for today to know glory of the Vijayanagar Empire. So all of them recorded about our Vijayanagar Empire, how they was in that period, glory. That means they were in glory condition. That means they were well in that period. They were well and wealth in that period. Okay. So Kanna, today's our lesson is portion is completed. So first lesson is completed for you. So I send you the page and the book pack answers also, and you have to do the homework. Okay, thank you girls.